Live streaming is good morning, everyone. It's great to see you, to be back. Um, the allergies, whoo, I love the springtime, but it doesn't love me back. Hope you all are doing well and making it through. Everything's out and the cars are covered with yellow poison. But anyway, excuse my voice, I'm a little hoarse. Back to be with you today. Glad to be back with you today. We are going to cover we're going to cover a poem, look at some literary elements, meaning the rhetoric used by the author to convey a message and emotion. And this poet is a master at use of rhetoric, and we will explore that. And then we'll look at an essay question that looks like a question you would see on one of your tests and how to build off of that question. So let's go ahead and please excuse me, my allergies. Let me share the screen with you. And, whew, good Lord. And let's take a look. This is the poem Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou. And I'm hoping that you've heard it before. Uh, I'm going to read a little bit. I can't read it. If you looked at that video of Maya doing the poem herself, you saw the master at work. I'm going to read a little bit. I'm not going to do it any kind of justice, but let's take a look and let's listen. Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size, but when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man, the fellows stand or fall down on their knees, and then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. And I say, it's the fire in my eyes and the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist and the joy in my feet. I'm a woman phenomenally, phenomenal woman. That's me. I think that's pretty good. Um, I'm not going to read the whole poem, but just enough so that you understand uh, what Maya is talking about. And let's take a second and digest this poem. Okay? So, the speaker or narrator is Maya Angelou, and she speaks in the first person, and she describes her experience as an empowered woman. She also addresses a listener. We don't know who this person is, but probably the reader, and telling this person or these people that they should be proud of the phenomenal woman that she is. We won't go into the form and meter of the poem, but let's look at the metaphors and similes that she's discussed. The sun of my smile. The speaker's smile is depicted as glowing and warm like the sun. Well, that's a metaphor. She radiates beauty and light just as the sun does. And then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. That's a metaphor. The men who are attracted to the speaker surround her the way honeybees are drawn to honey. She is sweet like honey, and she is also powerful, like a queen bee commanding the attention of the other bees. The fire in my eyes, again, that's a metaphor. Her eyes have a hypnotizing effect on men. There's an energy that radiates from her eyes that may be deemed as sensual. The joy in my feet, a metaphor again. Feet don't feel joy, but she walks through life joyfully in a carefree manner. And then this is what she does, playing with words. Pretty women wonder where. That is an alliteration. The consonant W is repeated, creating a musical and somewhat breathy sound that mimics a woman's allure. The stride of my step. The S consonant creates a happy tone, reflecting the speaker's joy. A hive of honeybees. The H consonant, hive of honeybees, has a breathy sound that mimics the appeal of the speaker. The sun of my smile. The S consonant again creates a pleasant tone, as if the words roll off the speaker's tongue. And this is an important point here, irony. The entire poem makes references to the fact that the speaker is a phenomenal woman despite lacking stereotypically beautiful qualities. Pretty women look at her and still cannot understand why they lack what she has. And the irony is that they're supposed to be prettier than she is. Men also find themselves falling for her quickly, despite the fact that they can't identify what it is that makes her so alluring. Both sexes are in awe of the speaker's unique beauty, despite the fact she contradicts everything they've ever learned in society about beauty. And what does that say to women of color, right? About where true beauty lies. And it's also something that is in your spirit, not just in your physical appearance, but it is in your spirit. And let's go down also to the tone. The speaker is confident of her worth and her beauty as a phenomenal woman. She's sensual in that she recognizes her appeal to men and knows the way they desire her. And she's also jubilant in that she celebrates female empowerment and rejoices in the fact that she is a happy and dignified woman worthy of respect. So you're welcome to read the poem again on your own in entirety. You're welcome to um, listen to the live one that I put in the prior lesson where it's actually read by Mother Maya. It is an anthem. It is an anthem for women, particularly Black women, but all women who have not felt as though they are um, beautiful as portrayed in a video or a magazine, but you have your own beauty and you stand in that. And when you know that, it comes out of you, it radiates out of your pores. So the next thing that I want to look at, okay, the next thing I want to look at, excuse me, are the essay questions. Okay, and I'm sorry, this big old page is a mess, but how, this is what you would get. And this would be your essay question after reading the poem. How does Phenomenal Woman challenge societal stereotypes? You're going to see a question like that on your test. So then you're going to start building your essay, right? You're going to start making your thesis statement or your statement about how it challenges stereotypes. Well, one, beauty is defined in a way that you don't see on a video, right? And then you give examples by a person who smiles, who walks um, lightly and who walks confidently, a woman who feels good about herself. That's how stereotypes are defined. And you're going to build on that. You're going to support your thesis statement with at least 3 good paragraphs. And then you're going to conclude it saying what you've already said. And this is why Phenomenal Woman was a strong statement for all women, particularly Black women, and that we don't look like the classic definition of beauty in America or Europe. But yes, we are beautiful. We can stand in our beauty and our power and be glad in it. So let's take a look. I'm going to actually give you this one, but then the next one I want you to look at on your own. The poem challenges society's definitions of a woman's beauty by featuring a powerful female speaker who is proud of her atypical charm. So she is not the typical woman you would call beauty. She describes her physical attributes, her mannerisms, and her personality with great pride and is amused by the effect she has on men and women. Her attitude both mocks and defies society's beautiful conventions. So she's like, it's all right if that's not me. I know who I am, I know what I am. And her jubilant spirit, her happy, bubbling spirit implies that she is humored by other people's jealousy and curiosity and could care less about their criticisms. And that's when you're truly empowered, when you stand in yourself, in your truth, and you feel good because you love yourself. So that is that poem, and that's how you would see it as an essay. There is another essay question that I am wanting you to answer on your own. How does this poem affect Angelou's own life? Well, I'm going to see if this will take 2 more minutes and give you this. She published this poem in 1978 in a book called And Still I Rise, and the poem was featured in Cosmopolitan magazine. She was already known, but this poem is a celebration of female beauty, both tantalizing physical beauty and powerful inner beauty. And while this poem makes no direct references to race, one can conclude that Angela is describing herself and thus expressing her pride as a powerful and beautiful Black woman. Something else that I will tell you is that she had a very rough upbringing, um, sexual assaults as a child, abuse as a child, abandonment as a child. So for someone to be able to come out of that trauma and find their true self and see her true self is wonderful. And this is why women use this poem as an anthem. We each can take it and use it for ourselves. So that's all I have for today. Um, please take a look at that essay question. How does the poem reflect Maya's own life? And if you want to send that to me, I'll be happy to take a look at it. But we are done for today. Everyone, be well. I'll see you later.